Hello everybody, welcome back in. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and yes, I believe it does classified have 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, technically that would be 3-dimensional, so it would have 4 sides to each pillar. But then they would fuse at a very odd angle, so maybe many more. Loki Cat, it's good to see you, my friend. We are going to be revisiting a game, a strategic simulation game that we played a fair amount of, around 30 or 40 hours of when it originally released, called Frostpunk. It's got a new expansion, a new scenario, and this game is all about freezing to death, which is interesting. It makes you make all kinds of crazy moral decisions. It brings out the inner evil in a lot of people, especially when you play it on higher difficulties. It's pretty damn cool. The way the sides overlap makes me think it's 6. Oh, possibly actually classified. Honestly, it's an optical illusion, so I would imagine that something like that would be not technically possible. Though I don't really know much about illusions and how 3-dimensional structures work in general, so maybe classified you could build me one. And then you can prove that there are 6 sides. Regardless, guys and gals, like I said, I am excited to jump back into this game. It has been a while, so we're going to be relearning some of the mechanics, and we are going to be relearning this game on this new scenario, the Fall of Winterhome. For those that have not seen much of this game, it is essentially about a world-ending apocalyptic blizzard that is during kind of the steampunk era, and people are trying to survive. The scenario in the city we're currently playing in is a major kind of side area in the original scenarios, a place that you find, a place that you see, and a place that you kind of discover as failed and has been destroyed. Witten, hello, you must be new here. It's good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay, and thank you for hanging out. Because don't expect me to talk much. Work killed you, Muns. I'm sorry that work has killed you. I also don't buy it as classified said, because you seem to be very alive. But I hope you get some good relaxation, my man, and I hope you have a good night's sleep or something like that. No number in your name means you're not new. No number in your name means you're not new. What does that mean? No number in your name. Does that mean classified that you are new? Alright, Chad, without further ado, though, let's go ahead and jump into this game and see where this new scenario takes us. It's gonna be crazy. We're probably gonna kill off a lot of people. We may use child labor, and it's gonna be freaky. So let's see. It has been a long time, several months since I've played this, and it can be incredibly punishing to new players or people who don't know the mechanics of the game. So I know they've done some balancing since I initially played it, but not a whole lot. So we're gonna be selecting a scenario. They sent me help home. They sent my help home 5 hours early. 5 hours early. Months. The hell, my man? Why'd they do that? Why didn't they send you home 5 hours early? That's the real question. Aliens? Where? There's no aliens. Wait, I mean, there might be some aliens, but not a many. Our legs are flat out dead now, dude. You need to get off them then, relax, grab some coffee, maybe a beer, and enjoy your downtime, I guess. One thing that's amazing about this game is the sound effects. The sound design in general is immensely satisfying. The music is good, and the graphics are really pretty. Babysitting Denise tomorrow. Then why are you babysitting Denise? Alright, and by the way, let me know if it's a little bit loud, okay? No beer 18, okay, well then no beer, unless you live in, not the United States. Because it does sound a bit loud. It is loud, okay. Let me turn the volume down. Yeah, because I agreed to against my better judgment. That does sound like it's against your better judgment classified. How long are you stuck babysitting Denise? When you say Denise, do you mean the niece, or do you mean someone named Denise? I was gonna leave everything else at 10 for now because I like the sound design, but that should be a lot better. Alright. Select scenario. Fall of Winterhome's Denise, okay? That's kind of what I figured, but nice. Well, enjoy. Babysitting isn't all that bad, especially if you get paid for it. Let's go, chat. Oh, actually, it may take a while. see. I assume the laughter means that you definitely aren't getting paid for it. Which still doesn't mean it's that bad, but it is worse, I will admit. I will admit. Alright, yeah, I forgot that the initial loading scenes, just loading in the entire scenario, can be quite long in this game. So we're gonna hang out and relax. Jazz, my friend, how are you doing? And how has your Friday been, dude? How has your Friday been? I have to admit, Chad, I am quite excited to jump back into this. It's been a while. New feature can it go? So, here we go.
To whoever is out there, if anyone.
Hey, Ravenog, welcome in, my man. It's good to see you.
That we were here. We did our best. We, the survivors, doomed by our own mistakes, aware of the risks and the price to pay. We took our last chance. And we failed.
All right. I like that. Hey, Raven, which is almost like Raven, but instead it's Ravenog. I recommend not dying classified. You might be in the game and you might die. Well, we may kill you off. We'll see. We'll see who gets a position. 9 Demons is our characteristic soup dad. He controls the kitchens. It's been a long time since we played this game, but it is a very good one. It's well designed, well formatted, and incredibly challenging if you don't know what you're doing. I kind of dig that. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a non-speaking role, Black Sun. Interesting. I wonder what that would require. You could be one of our engineers. Actually, I don't even know if we can name them specifically, but we'll call you fools after them potentially. I love having characters based off of me die. Yeah. Again, it's been a long time since I've played this, so there is a fairly high chance of a lot of people dying, especially because this is what is starting to look like a pretty difficult scenario. I want to be the most important, like a ruler. Let me rule over everything. But I am the ruler. I call the shots. I make the decisions. And then maybe some people rebel against us. Our generator is malfunctioning. So normally in the 3 original scenarios, we are building our own city from, if not the very beginning, and just a generator from some just small remnants and scrap around it. However, this specific scenario is from a city that is in the original game, in the original scenario, is called Winterhome, and it is a city that was here before you got here initially, and it failed. So we're actually being set in the middle of a city that is currently failing. A triangle as a ruler, absolutely. The perfect point for a crown, a crayon to sit on. Like to have a person in game, Loki Cat. If we are naming people in game, shall get one, my friend. You should watch someone play Darkest Dungeon. Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun playing Darkest Dungeon, Black Sun, for like a good 150 hours. I mean, it was a lot of time. We actually got to the very end and then never beat it. So we're probably gonna go and beat the last boss at some point. But I wanted to play the DLCs. I am you. Wait, you're me. I had no idea. First of all, I didn't realize I was that pink. Second of all, I really thought it looked much more triangular. Alright, our generator is malfunctioning after our leader ignored the problem for weeks. Unbearable cold and brutal repression drove us to rise up against him. He didn't go down without a fight, and half the city was burned to the ground in the fighting. An inch 20 foot long, that's a proper ruler. It's true. It is. Or a centimeter wide and a meter long. Snake-based characters can burn. I hate the little mini battles that bring them. Oh god, I completely agree, Black Sun. The shield bearer. The good thing is, Black Sun, the shield bearers are an amazing class, and there's only 7 battles to go with them. Okay, but the generator hastily patched up, so once you finish them, it can be incredibly good. Our first task as a new leader is to restore Winterhome and convince people it has a future, or they'll leave, or kill us, or whatever. Then you'll be able to investigate the cause of generator malfunction. So the other thing that's kind of cool about this game is it has an interesting spread of a decision-making tree, and so you can choose like more efficient but much more morally incorrect decisions. It is an indie game. I believe it's by 11-bit Studios Ravenok, and it's really amazing. It's well done. That's why I'm so excited about playing through this. You can make a good set square. A good set square, I don't know. Every time I've ever encountered one of the, there is no possible way I'm going to win, so much salt. Black Sun, I empathize, dude. I've lost at least 5 different people to those battles. I win, and then I run away from the dungeon, because I almost always die. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Ravenok. And it's beautiful as well, in its own way. I'd make a good protractor. Take that. I think I'd make a good compass. A compass rose, even. Compass rose triangle. Okay, let's proceed. So this is the situation. Half the city is burned down from the fighting because we overthrew the ruler. And they also have some more of these citrus scenarios coming out, I think, in the next year. It's a game that was never discovered. Your channel, it is, I believe you are correct, Geekette. This is a great game, it really is. Are you just starting this one? Yes, so this game is set up on scenarios where you build from a foundation. And we beat the three original scenarios on release, and then we beat, I think, the first scenario on hard mode as well. And this is a new scenario about Winterhome, this city that was here before all the other cities were there, and then in the original scenarios died out. This is about how Winterhome falls, so I assume we're going to be trying to prevent that, but as you can see, the things are in pretty dire straits. But yes, we are just starting this. Let's proceed, chat. Let's proceed. Oh, and this is actually gonna really. I've always been bad at the ones that have massive amounts of people already there, and as you can see, we got a lot of people here, which is gonna be problematic. And here's our beacon for exploration. Our people are suffering in this badly planned, starved and half-ruined city. You have to restore their hope and quell their discontent. For a start, remove the charred ruins to show the city is recovering. Our engineers will inspect the generator once you deal with the present crisis. So the generator is damaged, but I don't believe the generator is broken, which is good. Very good. It's more like the winter of Winterhome. The winter of Winterhome. Boy, it's the winter of Winterhome that has fallen, I believe. So yeah, okay, so essentially we're gonna go ahead and pause. Nothing's gonna happen. As you can see, there's a discontent bar and a hope bar. As those things shift, the civilians react in a multitude of different ways. They can form rebellions, they can do all kinds of crazy shit. Everywhere is unemployed, so there's no workers on any of our stations. What's interesting about this scenario is that most of the stations are already built, which is why we have full food. If you look at the little turkey bar in the right-hand corner, we have full coal as well. We're gonna actually start, if we are continuing production of coal, soon we will be probably expanding our storage capacity. Morale is low, break out the ale. Actually classified, that's interesting you say that because genuinely that's a way you can go. Where is this? Here's our book of laws. So, we can choose a way to go. Normally you'd start out in a single line and then you choose these later on, but since this is an already fairly developed society, I assume we can do both of these, or maybe just one. It's already looking pretty neat, Ravenok. This is a really well-made game. It is probably the only, sorry, not the only, but it's probably the game that has made me feel like I'm actually having to make moral decisions the most. Like a good example is when I first started playing it, I was like, no, I will not do child labor. We'll do whatever we have to without making the kids work in the coal mines. By the end of our first run, after we killed like 150 people, the children were working because the only way we could survive with my inefficient strategy was to let the children work, and it's interesting that a game could change your perception of events so much that it would make me at least go against what I originally said I wouldn't do. That's a very rare thing in games for me. Okay, so for instance, this child labor for safe jobs is already in place because this world has already developed a bit. This law has already been enacted. However, it's already gone up to all jobs. Yeah, so they made the kind of offshoot decision and put children in every single job, not just apprentices and medical and engineering apprentices, which is also pretty awful. Public house, I think this is a gambling house. Ours world people will need to raise their spirits. So again, after in the normal scenarios, you start from nothing and you choose these routes, but again, a lot of these have already been chosen for us because this city's already developed, and it makes it more challenging in a lot of ways. Discontent. So there's a way to make the cookhouse start selling, yeah, booze. There it is. Now give people a bit of liquor. Now, and then soothe their aching bodies and souls, chat. So this is what Classified was saying. We gotta break out the booze. When you research Soylent Green, actually, what's kind of interesting is that was in the game at the beginning, Classified, and now it is. I think they took it out on release because it was like high. It was bringing the rating of the game down a lot. I believe. I don't really recall though. The closest you can get to that is you can start putting food additives. You can start putting sawdust in the food to make people more filled, or to make things more filling for people so they complain less. Problem is, apparently eating a bunch of sawdust makes people unhappy. But you can choose to kill off certain people if they're sick, that sort of deal. Actually, we probably are going to want to put one of these in action pretty soon. Food additives, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. So again, I am going to be remembering kind of messing around with a lot of these mechanics for the duration of the stream because it's been a while. I've forgotten a lot of how this stuff works, so I'm going to be kind of in some ways learning along with you guys. Oh yes, okay, this is right. So this is, I remember this now. This is purpose, and we get to choose a direction here. You can either go kind of a religious direction to control the people, or you can go a sort of fascist direction to control the people. You can start doing the neighborhood watch, and then it escalates to like full-on fascism. It's called Saw Bust, cause you used a bone saw to collect it. I don't know. Or we can go the religious route, and then we can create a whole army, essentially, of religious zealots that control the masses. It's pretty cool. We're definitely going to want to go one of these directions. So actually, if you guys want to choose religious or fascism, we probably won't go all the way to the extremes of either, but we definitely are going to go one of these directions because we need to. You guys can choose in chat. Whichever one I see with the most votes, we probably will go for. Okay, so let's not worry about this right now, because we already have a lot of these things in... Oh, corpse disposal. Get the dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. Yeah, I am not a fan of this one. So it will not let us do ceremony funerals. HOP. What is HOP? Debauchery. What is debauchery? I mean, I know what debauchery means, but why are you saying it? So yeah, this actually might be a good idea, but the problem is So here's the deal. We're gonna have a lot of people that are cold because the generator's broken. First note of the prayer route, help with the hope. They both will help with hope. They'll both help with controlling hope and discontent in different ways. But yes, the first note of the prayer route very well could. You wanna do House of Prayer. Gotcha, thank you, Ravenot. If that's what it was, I forgot already. No, I think you are correct. I in my mind think of them as religious and fascism, but that's not what they're actually called. So I think we are gonna get organ transplants because this will most likely prevent a lot of people from dying. And I want to go ahead and get one in action. So we're gonna go House of Prayer. Alright, what is this again? New place to practice our faith in peace. New building, House of Prayer, sermon, which again, yes, I believe you are right, Galen Cat, will reduce will increase the hope but not decrease the discontent, which will raise their hope. And then if we sign this law, we have to build the House of Prayer within 2 days, or people get pissed off. So I'm gonna wait until we've started cleaning stuff out, because our main objective right now, as you can see, I need to move my face actually, let's do that. 1 second, chat. Put myself right here. As you can see, our main objective is to activate the generator, to remove a shit ton of ruins. And since we do have some coal, this is good. We have a stock that we can continue using for at least a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the temperature on. We're going to turn in everything that is not at least yellow, if anything that is cold, we're going to go and turn these temperature gauges on, because people are going to start freezing and they'll get sick. If they get sick, we have to deal with the sick, which is a bummer. We don't want to deal with the sick. There's a way to rotate it as well, but there it is. Boom. Let's move that on, move that on. And so this is the overworld. This is where we'll go out and like research and loot and send expeditions out later on as well. Do the moonwalk across the screen? Yes, I was indeed. Yes, I was indeed. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting people to work in all of these things. And they will gather materials for us depending on what we designate them to gather. I believe, right? This is just a gathering post. Oh, so there's only steel available here. So again, we have as you can see, a shit ton of workers. If you look right over here, we have over 500 people in this area, which means we have a lot of houses to heat. We're gonna have a lot of sick people to cure. 82 of our people have just died. And I believe they died when the revolution happened right before right before we took control. So right before the game started for us, essentially. We do want the coal thumper to be active at all times, because if it's not, we will not be making nearly enough coal. We also want... Let's go ahead and do that. So this is essentially temperature control. You can see where things are hot, where things are regular. Like right here, even though this is closed, it's poorly insulated. So it's gonna be cold in the cookhouse, which means people are gonna be getting sick, which is bad. All these places that don't have all these just living tents or houses, we're gonna need to put some heating generators around them to spread heat out in the general area. It's kind of, actually I believe this is a cookhouse. Wait, what is this? This is a steam hub, and this will put heat out in this general area, which is good. So, let's go ahead and get people working at the sawmill as well, because we can get a lot of shit done at the sawmill. And let's prioritize. We really want to go ahead and get rid and break down all this wreckage, all of these different wooden ruins. We need to remove at least 30 in the next couple days at least. We're just gonna put full sets of workers on each of these ruins that have been burned down. And again, this is because of the uprising. They burned a bunch of shit because they're crazy and apparently they want us to die. Also, these are our goals. If you look over to my left, we won discontent by the end of a certain amount below that, and we want hope above the other one. I think we're gonna remove stuff that is close to the generator first, so that people aren't getting frostbite when they trudge out, because the generator heats in kind of a circular pattern. It heats out. I think this one will heat out. Oh, it has a huge range setting. That means we're gonna be using a lot of coal. I'm actually gonna turn this range setting down to 1, I think. So if we have it on 3, it's gonna heat all the way out to here. But I don't appreciate that very much. I don't like that utilization of resources. It may be good, and if people start really getting sick after a while, we'll turn it back up. We're gonna bump the public house on to increase satisfaction and hope. That just turning the public house on, you could see decrease discontent drastically. Also, you can see all the sick people we have. We have 40 people sick and 11 people gravely ill, and that means they're basically just about to die. So on the cookhouse, 9 demons cookhouse to be specific, and we gotta have our medical outposts maxed out. We gotta have medical outposts all working. What's interesting about these hunters' huts is they don't actually draw. So normally if someone's working in a place that is not heated up, it will cause them to get sick, but people don't actually work here. They just trudge out here during the night, go hunt, and then trudge back through it, so you don't actually have to heat these if we don't want to. The only reason we are is really because we need all this stuff, the coal thumper and things, to be heated. I'm actually gonna unpause it for just a second, allow these things to heat up, and then see where our heat is sitting a little bit. So as you can see, because people signed this law about putting the dead just off in like a cold frozen area, people are getting pissed off about it. This Marcellus Hill fellow. Actually, I want to see if we can name people in game now. I feel like we couldn't last time, but they may have changed that. So this guy, Robert Scarlett, we can! Holy shit! All right, chat. Who wants a name? I think we will be tossing names in for people, chat. If you do want a name, let me know, and we'll find a position for you to work. Somewhere, somehow. No, Giggly Geekette is out, chat. You will probably die. You will take this one. All right. Let's see. Let's try to get someone that's. You want to be the coal thumper? Do you want to be the gathering post? Ooh, is there nothing to gather? Oh no, there will be as soon as we. It's just inoperative. So actually, we need to tear this thing down. Literally, it's weird. Oh, okay, yeah, there's literally 0. You're gonna do something cool. All right, we can put you in charge of the orphans win. That could be something we could do. So we want to actually break this down. We want to destroy this. Oh. Easy. Wait, No, we do want to destroy this. Because again, it's just taking up space and it's not gathering anything. So I, really quickly, am going to work on finishing assigning people duties. And then as soon as we finish doing that, we will name some fools. Once we finish cleaning everything up. I'll go where needed. All right, Ravenok, I think we'll have you in a medical post as an engineer. And Witten, if we have any orphans, we'll have you working as an orphan dad, orphan mom. So, this is our research thing. It's closed. All operations cease during the night because people only don't want to work 24 hours, they die. But I think we do want to work on researching improved heaters. I think it's really necessary. Also, we can do generator efficiency. But most of our major working environments are heating. Although, so the problem is if we do houses. Oh, we have houses. How come we haven't built any? That's kind of weird. We're gonna need wood for that. Let's start with improved heaters. Let's start with that. Sure thing. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and toss Ravenok. Let's go ahead and flip this around a little bit. In one of these really low-grade medical things, you're gonna be an engineer. We'll name you William Gilbert, alone in this world. He has a cold home, he's going to work, he's at no risk of getting ill. 1987. Boom! Beautiful. That is an individual. A Ravenokian individual. Although we could have you working, you know what we should do? Ravenok, we should have you working as a research engineer, since you basically are an electrical engineer in real life. Sounds like you. Feels bad, man. Who is the worst off individual? Probably if we assign any children to work in the coal mines, they would be pretty bad off. Hunter's Hut. Why is this inoperable? Oh, it's just waiting for workers. They'll get there at some point. What's this? Hunter's Hut. We gotta get food, so we want this operation. I'd like to be a doctor, Loki Cat. You have got it, my man. You work in the same outpost. And again, reminder that those who get named early have a much higher chance of dying because we're still getting accustomed to the game. So just so you know, you may die. Loki, we'll name you after Josephus Helm. No risk of getting ill. At least I'd have a job, that's true. 0628. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. I love how Giggly Cat just dipped out. That's good stuff right there. Alright, we have workers here. And it's waiting on hunters to bring food in since we have no spare. Oh, this is just raw food. So the reason it's not functioning is the storage is near capacity. It's kind of interesting. But we want food. So we have a lot of hunters' huts. Do we have any? Oh, we also have a mission going on. That's pretty cool. I know my luck. Yes, you do, Giggly. Yeah. What's life without risk, right? Yeah, that's apparently pretty good right now. If you could get a life without risk in this place, you would be a legend. So again, we just gotta keep tearing this shit down because it's all. We don't have enough workers. Crazy. So we could make the children go work. We could do that. Maybe we should make Classified be a child who goes and tears the ruins down. That's a good idea. We also do want to start doing stuff with wood. We want to start using our wood. We actually have 0 right now because people have been building stuff. But once we start tearing this stuff down, we'll have a lot. To build houses. I think we're going to actually queue up a bunch right now before we click start. Oh, we can't queue up any until we have enough steel. We do have 30 steel, but we don't have 35 wood. So we really are just going to want to upgrade the already existing tents. We don't have anybody homeless, which is good. All right. Let's start things, chat. Let's see how this goes. Let's go. We're just going to run it at normal time right now. But eventually we're going to want to bump stuff up. Watch the temperature. Really, things are looking pretty good, considering how bad things are.